My name is Humayun Zafar. I am a professor and department chair at Kennesaw State University.
Well, Professor, we appreciate you being here, and you just stepped off a FinTech panel here at the Atlanta Digital World Summit. How difficult is it as a professor to keep up with what's going on in FinTech real time?
Obviously, if you've gone to college, you realize that professors have a tendency to sometimes just not quite be up to date with the latest and greatest, but for a lot of reasons, not just because we don't want to. It's the resource aspect of it. And of course, over time, you need to have connections like the one we have, let's say, with Laura Gibson, who is the executive director of the FinTech Academy. We need that piece who basically is the proxy between your industry and the academic portion of this. So she speaks both of our languages. So we have a tendency to talk to her about, hey, this is what we need to train ourselves, and this is what we need from companies. And in the end, then our students benefit, which of course is always going to be our end goal. So it's work, it's tedious, and it's unique in the way we're doing it.
Now, how much research is involved in this, and how much is teaching? Are you doing both?
Yeah, have to. Right, research is the currency for us, and teaching is what we get paid for. So you have to bring in the research to inform your teaching and to make sure that the content remains relevant.
What kind of research are you doing these days?
Cybersecurity has always been my forte, so now of course is related to FinTech and the role cybersecurity plays in it. Obviously kind of goes into regulations. A lot of it is sometimes dependent on the organization that's letting us execute on our research projects, right? Not all are okay with us investigating, where they're struggling with from a security perspective. Some are more open to it. So it's always a back and forth.
What do you see as the most exciting trend that's upon us over the next 5 years in FinTech?
From an academic standpoint, because I'll just stick to that, I think what we're going to see is just changing the way we do business in an academic entity when it comes to our degree programs. And I think once that happens, you'll see that our degrees will be a little more fine-tuned, a little more specific to just problem solving. And as time goes on, then obviously the FinTech space will be informed by those folks who were trained in a very different way. So I think education as a whole is going to shift. It's not going to look like what it looks like right now.
Well, thanks for joining us here at the summit. Really appreciate your time.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.